Currently, we're halfway through. This music's crazy. But currently, at rank 1, we have Arba. Followed behind Zix, Captain America. Jay and Major's support, movement support, and music support. And then that one space bitch that I forget the name of, but it was kind of cool. Alright. So we have about 2 hours left. We're just going to watch all this, and then I'm ending the stream. That's it. But hopefully we have some cool stuff going on here. Without further ado, let's get it started.
Extremely good sticking power in fights, a sick bandana and robot arm, and isn't a guitarist.
So we already watched this. Hold up, we got a new character.
Just finding these ways to stay on rhythm and like
They will add a rhythm character probably at some point.
And it worked at higher. It's like I just
Turn this shit up.
Give me a second.
So who is this?
Alright, so I will start reading my lore first because
I think this is Gugu.
Lore is like most of the like Finn. That's like most of what I did. Alright. But you do have to be like a little bit away from, and it's important to note that it like wins while holding the button. And the more you hold it, the more you charge it up, the longer like the dash.
Oh, is this Face Strike? Yo, what's up?
And it's important to note that it like allows you to scale double high ground. So basically, she like jumps up and like dashes upwards, but you do have to be like a little bit away from the wall. Like you don't just go straight up. You go into like an arch forward, and then you like.
Yo, what's up, Loki?
Kind of like glider type of thing afterwards. That for a little while. And I mean the icon's definitely not the retailed version of Luna's Dash. I would never do that. Yep. The passive is called Lindruin Trace. So when she hits an enemy with an ability, she will leave like a subtle glowing mark of paint on them. And
A paint
each
character.
mark that is on that enemy, she will do 10% bonus damage to that.
Yeah,
enemy,
I'm gonna be honest
and
with you,
that's up to
Loki.
5 times, and you can see
You just made an Overwatch character.
how the 5 different stats got here.
You can't. Here's the thing. I
yeah.
don't think it was a bad character design, at least from what I remember. But the problem was when you say and you bring things directly from Overwatch, these devs hate that shit. They hate Overwatch, bro. I swear. They hate that game because they're all from Riot. They do not listen to Overwatch type
And the
feedback.
enemy set is called Splash of Paints, and this is a very simple ability. She just lobs a projectile of paints in a direction. It's medium range.
At least from my experience, they hate
All
it.
this ability is here for is just to be an LMB and to apply her passive. And also just couldn't think of anything that was that interesting for it. Her secondary attack, and this is like pretty much her main ability.
It's fine. I had fun anyways.
a
I mean, I think it was like you brought up good ideas, like the heal drone
and
shit.
You can have up to 5 prone serpents at a time.
Yeah, but the only people from Overwatch
also
are
depends
the
on
art
those
team.
which taps their
So
ability. When you
no
use
one
those,
that's
you
actually
can
making the
control one
game,
serpent,
like the
and then you
gameplay,
can
likes the
all the
Overwatch
serpents
style. They're
into
all
the
like
ability you
leaguers,
place them in. So essentially,
leaguers,
she sets
Dota-ers,
up the traps kind of, and then she
rioters.
shoot at the same time to have like a very big payoff kind of thing.
And you can tell.
serpents only hit
You can
people on
tell.
the ground, so it is pretty
With
much
like the
set,
way that the
like,
game
serpents that
plays.
are actually in game right now on the like
Yeah.
sand zones. They also stop at abyss, so they can't spike people. Or they couldn't anyway, because they couldn't hit them. But you know what I mean. And they each apply a stat of Lindruin Trace, so you can do a fuck ton of damage if you do this correctly. Yep. Her utility ability, or her Q, or her E, whatever, is called Rainfall Reverie. So basically, she puts down a square stretch of rain on the ground.
Was more with the
which
ideas
includes,
anywhere? Yeah, I know.
because
I
it
agree.
includes ground in the game.
I didn't think it was a bad idea.
Alright, and it will gradually expand until she recasts the ability, and when she recasts it, it brings it to life. And then it applies the following effects, and it is like drowsy, which basically makes the enemies fall asleep slowly while they stay within it. It's important to note that if they leave the zone, they won't fall asleep, so they have to stay inside it for the time it takes to fall asleep. While they're in the zone, they can only hear the rain of the zone, so they can't hear any abilities that are just outside the zone. And if there's someone else inside the zone with them, they can hear those abilities, but they cannot hear abilities from outside the zone. It's like cut off sounds, except for the rain. to basically make them sleepier. And it applies Linear and Trace, just it applies paint on them.
It's an interesting idea.
It's not like a crit prod. It doesn't just immediately give them 5 stats. It gives them stats like maybe once every 3 seconds or some shit. Yeah. And then our ultimate, to leave a mark. She draws something that the world has only seen once before. It's a meteor. Watch out. Yeah. So she summons a meteor down on the ground, and it has long range, has a little bit delay. It's a small AoE with very high damage. Well, not very high, just high damage. And the catch is that like it applies to stats, and it also wards off her passive. So obviously it can do a lot of damage if she already has that up her passive. And yeah, that's it. Yep.
Cool idea of having a paint character. I can't really comment because I don't really play any DPS, but it seemed more like it's more like just like a DPS like status effect dealer. I like paint though. It's like Bowser Jr. and like Super Sluggers type shit. To be honest. Ninja.
Is I really wanted to showcase that like
You should have
she
put up
didn't
Tyler Blevins low key. That would have been
at least
funnier.
on the initial transform, she didn't really want to hurt people. Like it was a very like just go to sleep.
Like
kinda thing,
imagine
I don't-
if
I
Ninja
don't
had a
know,
low taper fate.
just-
Nah.
yeah, like kinda.
Imagine if
A big blow.
it was just Tyler Blevins. Ninja. Like his PFP.
Characters like Ninja. That's not actually his name. It's just a ninja, but I didn't have time to come up with a name. So the core mechanic and gameplay is Ninja's a mid-range.
There
skirmisher
isn't
with
audio in the VOD. Currently. Huh? Check the YouTube VOD. That's where I would look at the VODs anyways, because it's better on that site.
burst to immobilization.
Mid-range skirmisher.
While other champs work around mana, I think one could experiment with this champ having energy instead of mana, cause I think energy would be a better.
Yo, what's
fit
up,
for
Nine?
it.
How you doing?
Um,
I'll be honest with you.
we'll come to that
This
in a
sounds
second
like
with the
Stalker.
Her core mechanic are ninja traps, while they also immobilize the synergize really well with his or her kit. I also didn't know if she's female or he's male, so that's also not decided. Like the only part I actually invented is her kit. So while ninja should be able to kill a backlane through trap placement, which is the skill expression, I think she mentioned before.
So we made
has
Stalker.
Her powered damage on immobilized champs. As a ninja, it exploits weaknesses. I also
Oh, this is gonna be so
thought,
cancer to play against.
having Vice
Just like
Command
Stalker.
is like a Shaco passive where he does more damage if he's behind champs.
Although putting down like placeable things that are kind of
Implement
aids to
it,
play against is, I
like an
guess,
add-on, something when you proc
something that would be
certain
cool to
dice.
add.
My auto attack is just like a mid-range shuriken throw. That's like medium damage, and yeah, it has like between flex and Drew range. That's something like the devs have to fine-tune. So her ability 1 is her dash. It has also an auto attack cooldown reset like flex, where each hit should reduce 1 second, and the CD of the dash being 6 seconds. Maybe that's too short or too long to
Alright.
be hit by this. It's on only one enemy. You can only see the most immediate surroundings. So something like 75% decrease or 50% decrease in vision.
Okay,
while
blinds. I've actually had this idea to put in the game, but I think it would be kind of cancer. I don't know. I don't think we need blindings.
Energy, to not like
But like it would be kind of. It is a good idea.
Then have
I just don't know if people would like it at all because they wouldn't know what's going on when they first start playing.
They synergize really well with the kit and with her ultimate. She can place 3 traps simultaneously, with each being able to snare and give vision of the surroundings. And they can also be placed over some walls with a max range for placement of 1.5, the normal auto attack range. With some walls, I mean like these small walls, like into a vault or something, that would be kind of broken if you go into a vault and then you're like immediately snared. They automatically disappear after some time, and they have a cooldown of 2 to 3 seconds per trap. It's important that they disappear. We come to that when with the ultimate. Yeah, and as mentioned before, they have a 1.5-second snare and they're pretty low in energy cost. So her ultimate ability is a point-to-click execute. She or he kind of parries behind the enemies and executes them for 10 to 15 max health damage. If they snare with a trap, this damage increases to 15 to 20% max health damage. And after successful execute, Ninja can port reset to one of her placed traps. We kind of
So yeah,
had something in mind like
I would hate playing against execute damage. That would be the worst ever. That being said, I like the idea of traps and maybe just like area denial. That'd be kind of a cool idea. As well as the blinding idea. The only problem I have is that like I feel like a lot of people that made characters that were like League. We're like, okay, it's okay if there's some overlap and like similar abilities, because in League you have hundreds of characters. In Super Vive you're gonna have like 20, so everything has to be super unique. So the moment that you say, oh yeah, well it's kind of like a flex dash, I'm not feeling it, man. Every one of these characters has to have its own thing. I'm gonna be honest, or else they're just kind of nothing burger and no one's to play 'em.
I have not really read through them that much. So
Bane, Master of Shadows.
right, Bane, Master of Shadows, unleash the darkness within. In the ancient kingdom shrouded in an impenetrable mist and steep.
I also feel like a lot of people go for the same trope of like celestial being or darkness being. Reason why I feel like that's missing in the game right now. I'm interested to see if I liked when there was other things. It's like, oh, it's like a plant, it's a celestial being, it's this, it's that. I want to see something fucking crazy. Like I want to see a fucking panda bear. I want to see a panda bear fighter that has like fucking boxing gloves or something. Like I want something crazy fucking outlandish here. Like we have a fucking penguin with a gat. Like that's the shit I want to see. Something that's like fucking different. That isn't this same trope we've seen over and over again. That's me personally though. Like for me, I made a fucking scientist bear. Grizzle Brew, I think that's crazy cool because it's different, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased.
Yeah, I should not be laughing. Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, Ben was corrupted by the dark forces behind the seals. He's determined to the shadows like a weapon, manipulated them to sow chaos and fear across the lands. The fear them
Complex character bridging the line between hero and villain.
Whose ultimate allegiance is theirs to shape. This revised law aims to provide a deeper understanding of Bane's character, enriching his role within the game with comparative narrative threats for players to explore.
Wait.
This revised.
I kind of like this. I kind of like that there's different ways to play the character. But the thing is, if it gets too complex, then no one knows what's going on. I don't mind it. If like when you're leveling up your abilities, you choose which path to go. And depending on like they're both like very similar in power, but depending on how the circle closes, like I kind of fuck with it. Where you choose which path to go. I really like that. For one character, I actually really like this idea, but it would be really hard to fit in a game. Like,
law aims to provide a deeper understanding of Bane's character, enriching his role within the game with comparative narrative threats for players to explore. The health decreases, making it especially lethal for weakened foes. Allies within the area receive a slight healing effect that scales the numbers of nearby enemies. Soul Strike, LMBE. Bane swings his siphon wide and increases movement shift.
we're seeing a lot of repeating ideas.
Enemies and obstacles. He's invulnerable during this movement,
Which is no problem to them who made this.
Any enemies that cross it. Soul Trap, RMBE. Ben throws a magical spear.
Oh, yep, I know that trap.
On enemies from path. big damage. Enemies hit a frightened and flee in the opposite direction, and they lose a portion of their maximum health for the duration of the fight.
Okay, we're adding a WoW mechanic. I
With
think
the
that's
Siphon.
cancer.
Bane channels dark energy into his siphon and performs a powerful swing, sending a wave of death in all directions. Enemies hit take massive damage and are cursed, receiving increased damage from all sources. That's it. Nothing.
Okay, honestly, I like the idea of having a paladin character, but we already fucking have one. We already have Oath. I like having the idea, though, of a character that can go one of two ways, and you can build the character mid-game however you want. I really like that. That being said, there's always going to be a better build on that character, but that character is going to be like the most fun and replayable because there's so many ways you can build it out every game based on your team comp. I really like that, but it kind of breaks some of the rules of Supervive, and that character could kind of be the best character in the game, or the Woats. I don't know. I like a character where you can choose the abilities. Like, you, as you level, you can choose what you want. Like, I kind of fuck with it. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I'm pretty sure this is Arba. Okay, this one is the best by far. We've already watched this yesterday. It was one of the earlier ones we watched, so if you missed this one, it's the first one that we, or first or second one we reviewed on the YouTube channel, under the live tab. I really fuck with this one. Like, this one is really good. This one is really good, and it's something this game needs. And it fits within the idea of Supervive. So overall, I fuck with this. I fuck with this heavy. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck did I miss?
Just want to make sure that we don't accidentally miss anyone.
Delusional Control
Yeah, yeah.
Mage main.
Cool. Okay. Sweet.
It's
I don't see it. It's giving me the spinnies. Can you try relaunching it? Just go.
Yeah.
This one is way too dank. Okay. Okay.
Can you guys see the black swing? Those black Spanish. Yes, that's its ability, so I'll play it now.
Ow!
Yes, that's my character. His name is the Jack. The Jack is an auto attack as empowering assassin with a variety of options and uses unused abilities. He alternates between attacks to keep his enemies always guessing, and he has a versatile neutral game and flexible options in the fight. Yeah, let's get started. Jack
The dude pauses it. It says, "Let's get started." 3 seconds. All right, guys, let's get started. Oh, so funny. I don't know why.
the account keeps juggling.
Okay, so he's a clown.
It's a medium range semi-automatic projectile. The ball returns upon hit an enemy, damage others calmly return bad. You guys will see how it works here. It's supposed to be a very weak and slow attack intentionally. The Jack can charge his enemy between power its next 4 uses when you
What the fuck am I watching?
As you can see, his attacks are empowered. They are now fast and still would deal weak damage.
What?
On surfaces, here's the nose a bit. His dash is the first ability. It's count hatchet attack.
He was throwing clown balls and now he's fucking cutting people's heads off.
He performs a spin with his hatchet.
Okay, so like Pit from Smash.
And it deals damage. It also replaces his attacks. He will switch his current weapon, which is juggling balls, choose his hatchet instead, as his LB. His empowering need to be another.
So it switches his weapon.
The empowered autos become slow melee attacks, which replace his juggling balls. also, when the time he uses Hedge Holder, he gets a new ability. He's throwing his Hedge now. After the duration ends, he can recast Shift to throw his Hatchet as a projectile to damage enemies, but he'll lose it in the process, so he will get his
I don't like that it's
projectile
tied to dash.
weapon. Now we're going to see his other ability. First, it's called Post Play. The Jack hops his unicycle.
I don't understand the pun.
Speed and doing smell dashboard, and that's for some seconds. After it's over, the Jack loses his unicycle explodes. Yeah, sending it forward like a projectile. When he does that, he will equip his new weapons. His juggling claps. It's empowered. He can only use them twice when he attacks. He uses that to engage my enemies after he uses his movement ability. You will see what it does.
There's so much going on, I'm lost.
And we can recast his ability to throw from heal with juggling balls. He has now a second ability.
What the fuck?
It's goodbye. Jack throws his corrupted
Okay, he's got some Vive thing that's like corrupted Vive.
the enemies to him.
So I'm actually just gonna get DMCA'd by watching this, by the way.
Or whatever.
And then the dude says, "Oh, ouch." Like, this is so fucking funny, bro.
After that, the Jack, if he's within the range of the enemy affected by the pie, he can recast his ability to dash towards them to close the gap again because he's an assassin.
Okay. What the fuck? Okay, you cannot, guys, you cannot skip on this one. You cannot skip.
After dashing, the Jack's next attack is empowered for a single use.
Yeah, what?
His next attack becomes a devastating. Now I'm going to show his ultimate ability the Jack has.
To me, this is just Bebo, but like more like brain rot.
Knives all around him in circular motion and he spins. And he becomes invisible during cast.
So it's like if you took Bebo and Stalker and had a kid.
The knives stick to hit targets surface to deal take damage. After
Dude, what the fuck did I just watch?
dealing damage on return. His autos are empowered to attack with his knives, which are
Okay, yeah. So he changes his M1 based on the spell that he hits. This is just gonna be Bebo, I feel. That was a video. That was a video. I got a kick out of that.
Hardware acceleration to make this better. And great. All right, can everyone hear me?
What's a 500 years
Okay,
hunter?
I'm gonna have some music on in the background. Please, someone tell me, like in chat, if it's too loud. I don't think it is, but yeah. Anyways, really excited about this.
Guys,
this
well, I'm
is,
nervous. When
character
you
I've
say
been
it's a
playing
500 years
for
hunters,
for a long time, and this gave me the kind of push to actually put it together. I've got a lot to get.
This guy
through, so
put a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
try
work
to
into
get
it.
Through it quickly. This is a multimedia presentation. I've got this across 3 monitors, like 2 or 3 programs. It's gonna be cool. Anyways, let's go. That time I got reincarnated as a slime in Supervive, or how I learned to stop worrying and love the blob. disclaimer, I am not an artist. This would need a lot of playtesting. All the numbers are frankly not there at the moment. So subject to change. If I say champ, I mean hunter. I am bad at naming things, so this is just a work of like in the meantime, that's what I'm calling them. And lore and visuals, not really my thing. I'm very like make the kit first.
Yeah.
I have a tiny bit of lore, but it doesn't matter all that much. All right, going forward. What I wanted to do, set out, was design a mosquito hunter, the type that was really, really fast, had low damage, just kind of goes around the battlefield very quickly, and like annoys people to death.
Wait, so we're not making a slime? Okay.
Not a ton of damage, except for when she's like kind of has their one big strong like moment, if that makes sense. Sorry, my audio's freaking out. Anyways, I wanted to avoid traditional dashes. Now, there's a lot of mobility in Supervive, but there's a difference in my mind between being mobile and going fast.
So we're making Jewel. So we're making Jewel right now.
It's easy and anyway, simple to understand, complex to pilot. Problems and constraints with this type of thing. Movement speed makes you hard to hit. That becomes really overpowered or very irritating to play against. In a game like League, you have auto attacks. In a game like Overwatch, you've got a whole bunch of AoE auto lock-on hard CC.
The fuck? What? Lock on CC? What are we talking about? Oh no. Oh no.
In Supervive, you don't. So that's a problem. Ways you can solve
Lock on CC is crazy. Saying when you're league pilled that Overwatch has hard, like this is the shit I'm talking about, bro. They hate Overwatch so much. Oh, I muted it.
AoE auto lock-on hard CC. In Supervive, you don't. So that's a problem. Ways you can solve that would be forcing a choice between going fast or doing damage, or you could require your high movement utilization, so you have to use like all of your kit really, really well to get full access to your damage. I think that movement can be stronger if you don't have perfect control over it. If it forces you to commit to options that can be predictable, can be understood where you're going to end up, that creates opportunities for counterplay from opponents, similar to like in an FPS. When someone's like spam jumping, Juno from Omega Strikers plus Lucio plus like Splatoon as a vibe. Now you might be saying, wow, you're just copying other character designs. I love this meme. And to that I would say, no. Supervive has unique hunter designs that would never take inspiration from anything else. Designs such as edgy guy with gun, who has a nuke, who is named Ghost. Secondly, we've got girl with glowy hair with a bow and arrow who wears green. And my personal favorite, Doomfist from White Chicks. So in that spirit, illegally
Okay, but like RJ is nothing like Doom though. Like but like the character doesn't play like Doom though.
green, and my personal favorite, Doomfist from White Chicks. So in that spirit, I present Blue, the legally distinct slime girl.
Wait, okay, wait. So we're making a slime? Wait, we're making a slime? We're not making a mosquito. We're making a slime. Okay. We're back on slime.
All right, so what does exactly she do? This, I couldn't get it to play it right, so I'm going to do this as a quick example.
Coffee, okay. So she's fast.
She do that. There we go. Oh, shoot, my whole thing just ruined. How do you... Oh no, technical difficulties, I'm sorry. I didn't know that would happen.
High speed, low damage hunter.
is
You know,
right.
this-
She, much like Splatoon, basically applies
200 years of
that
experience.
style to pretty much everything she touches. Now, Goop. She, much like Splatoon, basically applies Goop in that sort of ink style to pretty much everything she touches. Now, I'll refer to the concept document because I am not retyping all of it. I went a little hard with it. There we go. All right. Zoom in. Can everyone see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, her passive
Yeah,
is
we can
Goop.
see it, bro.
Now, Goop can be applied to enemies and terrain. It is applied by, where is it? Applied by, it's a debuff. It is applied by her empowered LMB, her RMB, her ult, and by physical contact. You want to run up and you want to hug your enemies. She can, as I said, apply it on terrain. The effect on terrain is pretty much nothing for her except for the visual of having ink. But her allies can dash into Goop for a bounce with high speed and momentum and maintain their own air control. This allows her to create bounce paths for her team. She can make
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. We got a character that's passive as a jump pad. Fuck that. Fuck that. No, no, no. No way. No way.
does that. Bump, where is it? All right, so
Maybe-
can bounce
Maybe
off
to jump to like double high grounds as a passive for the whole team? Maybe. But like. Whoo.
glides at it at high speed. Her velocity will increase every subsequent bounce. This is specifically when she's in slime form, which I will get to later.
Like, dude, imagine if a character just had frog jump perma.
When someone is gooped, blue will gain move speed per enemy affected by goop, and then her LMB, the only thing that doesn't apply it, will actually
He died. Why isn't he talking? Why isn't he talking no more?
blue, the legally distinct slime girl.
It was mute for a bit. I don't know. Damn. Okay, well, we'll just read through it. What's up, Spawn? We're looking at people's original characters they made the other night, and I'm rating them. So far, Arba is winning. I mean, it's gonna be hard. This one, I don't know. A burst fire SMG. I like that. I think we need something like that in the game. We've already talked about that on a lot of different characters.
She's basically.
Oh wait, we're back.
It's a line. Her RMB, or her first ability, is, I don't have a name for it. I've been calling it Blobble. She throws out a slime blob, very, very similar to Juno's.
It's the exact reason I don't do drugs.
Skill shot fast. It collides with
Yeah,
enemies
bro.
and/or terrain. And
Me
she gets
too.
a cooldown reduction for this when she consumes her goop. Now, what's different about this is that they aren't like little minions like Juno's. She's basically creating terrain. Now, enemies, it's not terrain for enemies. Enemies can walk through this. It will apply goop to them, and it will slow them. But again, no damage. However, for her, she can dash into these to enter blobbles, and then use them sort of like a cannon or a slingshot, ejecting herself in a chosen direction. It will force you to eject quickly after entry. You can go any direction. You can't just sit in there at pretty high speed. And most importantly, it preserves your current velocity if it is higher than the base launch velocity. Entering a blobble will activate your slime form, which is her left shift. Slime form, haha. It's a dash with charges similar to Bishop. It resets a charge on every 2 bounces, and what that means is that you have to, in the single use of shift, you have to hit a wall, bounce off of it, then hit another wall, and then that will give you 1 charge back. Not all charges at the same time. She would need to be able to see her own bounce trajectory. There we go. At the little aiming arrow.
The idea is not bad. I actually fuck with the slime character heavy. I just don't know what this is like, what role this is trying to fill.
Her where she would go if she bounced off of the surface. Slime form. She turns into slime, dashing forwards with high speed and momentum, ignoring all friction while in slime form. She cannot turn. I thought about maybe she could turn like really slowly, like Scion ult levels of not much control, but probably no turning at all. Lasts for 2.5 seconds. The duration is refreshed by colliding with a terrain or enemies, or passing through them, since you don't actually collide. She's ghosted, to use a League term. You can jump out of slime.
Nah, my thing is like I respect if you're gonna say you're league pilled, but the moment you say Overwatch has auto tracking CCs everywhere, this is why the game died. This is why the game died, because people don't fucking understand the game, bro. And then the devs have to do. How many things can this thing do?
Enemies, but not placeable items. Not a Chonker Cannon, not Oath Shield, not anything like that. That's an interactable type of thing. Also, any damage will knock Blue out of slime form, very similar to Myth. Boop, boop, boop. All right, her ability 3. This is her main damage ability, Overhead Kick. If anybody watches My Hero Academia, I realized this after I thought of this. It's kind of like the Manchester Smash. It is a very short range or melee ability that deals damage based on Blue's current velocity.
I like that.
Is that going very fast?
The only problem is that if you combo this with Zeph, she's literally just gonna punch people in the face. Double fucking jump off shit, punch them again, they're dead.
The velocity on hitting not terrain but a player or a
like, is that okay?
something
They'd
like
have to
that,
do the numbers.
has pretty much not much utility, but a small slow on hit going to have to damage plain enemy. So you could have like an execution percentage that scales with velocity.
Please
on top of
no.
each other. I'm not entirely
Let's take the execution out of the vocabulary. No more execution damage.
Okay. Her
But let's see. Here's the thing. I'm kind of roasting this, but I actually don't I don't mind this too bad. Like, I kind of fuck with the slime idea, and like the high movement bouncing off walls shit is kind of cool.
Bomb. I'm not entirely sure how I want this. It could be a skill shot. It could be like a Zigzolt where it throws it over long range. I was even thinking maybe she has to like plant it on somebody, like Snake C4 from Smash Brothers. If anyone plays that.
If anyone plays Smash.
And then like explode it. It applies goop to all enemies in a pretty wide radius. It does heavy damage over time, and most importantly, it will spawn. This is per level, so at level 1, it will spawn 2 plus 1, and then 3 plus 1.
So yeah, I don't actually mind this. My thing is, we're going into this idea of like a movement shooter slime guy, when in reality, I think something that's gonna slow people down, speed up the team, and have like something more supportive like that would be much more interesting to look into. Because this looks like you kind of did some support, but you're also just doing really just a DPS. I'd want to lean more into that support style if I were the one making the character. I do fuck with the idea though. I love a slime character.
Relative to Blue. So that means that she can pop this ult to throw it in, spawn a bunch of terrain that then she can use to bounce off of. She is, as I think you probably saw earlier, she's kind of like a pinball hero. She wants to go fast. She wants to get in very, very close, do chunk damage, and then get the fuck out. She is not.
Thanks for the lurk, Spawn.
Like DPS over time, and she's going to be very, very.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like the slime idea. The kit.
Hard to kill.
I think a slime character would be better for like supportive stuff.
Gameplay pattern. You want to apply her goop from range, use that move speed to gap close. You consume the goop for chunk damage and then leave. Again, she doesn't have damage over time. You want to set up a bouncy house. Part of the reason that was saying like, yeah, she can have such insane mobility is, one, because she can't control it perfectly. She is like forced to go on certain angles depending on.
See, I like this, but we're only worrying about her combat, and we're not talking about how she's going to support the team with her goop. Which I think supporting the team with the goops is so much more interesting. But I am a support player, so I'm a little bit. Because here's the thing, I see this. And I see all of the ways, if she's a DPS character and needs to have DPS character numbers in terms of like killing people, I can see how just running in with execution damage and bouncing off the walls is going to be kind of AIDS. But imagine, right, if this gooper gets walked on, and then the way that you live is you goop the ground, slow the enemy down, and you bounce off a bunch of walls, bounce your team back into it, and then kill the guy because you baited someone onto you. I think that's so much more fun.
Blobbles. She's basically setting up terrain and sort of an arena that she becomes stronger as time goes on. Just by
Yes.
virtue of having more.
But that should be a support character,
avenues
in
for
my
use.
opinion.
Easy counterplay to that is leave, walk away. There's a lot of places to walk away, and so she can't. She would have to set up again. That takes time. You go for the kill using her kit, or excuse me, using her kick, using visualizer that I thought. Pretend like this is a wall. I want to be able to see where she would go. Lore slash skin idea slash vibes. I thought it would be a cool idea. Like you could just make Slime Girl generic, but I thought of like a Ghostbusters slash Luigi's Mansion type of deal, where it's and something like this, like from Arcane. Tell me you don't see the resemblance. The end. Doomfist will return in the next Avengers.
Players can kind of see it. So
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Any mention of Overwatch at this point in this community just flips me out. I think it's a me problem, guys. I'm gonna be honest. It makes me tweak out. Overall, though, I fuck with a slime character, a slime support character. I like this. Something that's gonna help the team. What's it called? Moving around.
hell yeah.
Propeller rat.
Yep.
But first, let's make a quick test,
There you go.
Hell yeah.
just in case. Let me know if you can hear it.
Oh.
Yo, so what the fuck? Like, how are you gonna sit and start your presentation like this? Like, what the fuck did you just start your presentation with?
You heard it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we did.
For the video, sorry for
What
that.
the fuck are you doing?
Okay, now sit back and enjoy.
Okay, I'm sitting back and I'm enjoying. Oh?
You have probably heard about our plans to expand our empire, right? You know, the ones related to the Skylands? I'm aware, sir. Then you also may know about the atrocities committed by those giants! Yes, sir. Whew. For so long, we have tried to take territory for ourselves, and yet those giants manage to overpower our troops every time. Fortunately, our technology is beyond advanced. Our engineers have come up with the best countermeasure the world has ever seen. You are the best pilot I know, so I entrust you with the best machine ever seen. Behold! The pinnacle of technology. Though this machine is nothing like all of the airplanes you have flown in your career. Hmm? The engineers advised me to show you a presentation so that you can get acquainted with your new toy. The airship uses the 3-key control tech to dominate the skies. This means that you have to press W to propel your ship forwards, and you press A and D to turn left and right respectively. So, if you want to turn right, you'll have to press D until your ship is pointing towards your desired direction, and then you press W to move. Unlike those giants, your ship is able to traverse the abyss and into another height level without jumping or gliding. Exquisite, isn't it? To fire the BFM, you press the left mouse button. This will toggle it to fire a constant barrage of bullets towards the front of the ship. So make sure to use those A and D keys to land your shots. If you press the S key, your BFM will shoot a high explosive anti-tank round, which deals way more damage than your typical rounds. So make sure your ship is pointing towards the enemy to make every shot count. The scientists found a new kind of fuel during our prior expeditions. The giants call it glider fuel, and they use it to power their glider. Since we don't use gliders, our engineers found a way to harness the fuel's power and use it to reach Mach speed. By pressing this space key, you'll start burning glider fuel to gain a lot of speed. But be careful, your airship will become very unstable, so you won't be able to shoot anything. And if you get hit, your ship will come crashing down. So make sure to use it sparingly during confrontation. As you can see, the airship is equipped with a movable cannon that lets you shoot at whatever direction you are aiming at, unlike the BFM, which can only shoot forwards. You'll have two types of ammo to shoot through the cannon. When pressing the right mouse button, you'll fire a homing missile that will fly towards your cursor. You can slowly change the missile's trajectory by aiming towards the position you want it to go. And then, with your Q key, you launch a mortar shot that will devastate the ground it lands on and leave it engulfed in fire for a short period. Your ship is equipped with our latest AI companion, capable of performing the maneuver every pilot knows by heart, with just a press of a button. If you press shift, you'll perform a barrel roll, moving your ship towards the direction you are turning. But wait, have you noticed? There's a shine when your ship is upside down. This is a sign for you to shoot your anti-tank round or your homing missile. If you do, your enemies will not only be damaged by the projectile, but also by how sick that shot was, so you'll deal more damage overall. But that's not all. You see, if you fire a mortar shot, you'll propel yourself upwards, letting you reach new heights you wouldn't be able to reach normally. Now, the dreaded R key. This will overclock the airship system, empowering your next damaging ability. Overclocking the homing missile will shoot out 4 more rockets. Don't ask me how you are able to fire 5 rockets at the same time. If you weren't convinced about the potency of this machine, then I hope this fact settles it. Overclocking the mortar shot will lead to the projectile leaving behind a trail of fire. Last but not least, overclocking your anti-tank ammo will generate a bigger explosion on impact. This may catch more enemies off guard. I'm sure this baby will be able to defeat everyone without any problems, especially with our best pilot handling it. But let's say that you won't win, that your only option is to keep fighting, disregarding your life and the 200 plus combined years of experience it took to build this machine. In that case, you can always press the R key again. This will turn your ship into a nuclear bomb, capable of erasing anyone inside without leaving a trace of them ever existing. And by them, I mean you too. So make sure you take everyone down to hell with you. Is everything understood, pilot? Yes, sir, yes! Then get ready. We need to teach those giants what happens when you antagonize our empire. I'll make sure they'll pay for what they've done to us, sir. Well said, pilot. Now hop on that thing and go after them. No need to say it twice, sir.
That was exquisite. That was exquisite. A zone area denial airplane. I fuck with it so hard. I don't love the movement. I don't love the movement. But the airplane of death was really dope. I think we should have a goblin character that rides in a tank that can turn into an airplane when you fly over the fucking abyss and can do area denial like Molotov shit. Maybe puts up a fucking like wall too. So it's more of a controller character. Like you put up a fucking like nanobot wall. Like that's a quick brrr, so you can block like Celeste. Oh wow. I really like that actually.
Yo, that was insane. Okay, okay.
We can talk during this. This is just to show something more on the background.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I love this. No, oh my god, it's so creative. The idea of just like fight. Good.
So that is looks like that.
Super wifey. So yeah, that's basically.
Dude, like,
Everybody, and
okay, like I'm not gonna lie, that was so good. Like that was so good. I don't even like. That was so good. I personally think Arba's character is needed more for this game, like right now, but that character is a close second. Like that was cookage. That was cookage. The start, you know, they had me in the first half. The start was a little crazy. Right, this is Gugu.
so I can. There you go. Hi everybody, and welcome to my presentation.
Yeah, this one sucks
of
already.
Nine
No, I'm just
Halo,
kidding.
Guardian of the Ancient Beasts. So what I wanted to do is to shape a new type of supports, which is
Okay, support character. It's my specialty. Totems mechanic. I actually fuck with that.
based about totems. I wanted to take like a game design perspective on like how to balance the supports and like not having two shipper hunters which do like 5 different type of passive in a single ability, and to be like if I different playing games, but basically he is the guardian of an ancient beast, and Nihilo is a title, not his name. Nihilo is the title of the guardian that is protecting the sanctuary of the beast. Here is a type weapon he used, which he is, I think, O-LMB. But when he hold it, he send the boomerang to its closer enemy, and if another enemy is close to him, it rebounds. So that way you can have multiple boomerangs that are going in a row.
Yes, the thing is, Oath already has a boomerang, but this is cooler.
On the left is a concept of how the boomerang look like. So basically, it's a boomerang with some antlers here and there to remind the beast. And here is the mask that is wearing, because each guardian have the mask and clothes from the older guardians that are linked to them when they become a guardian, basically. And so his first ability, the RMB, spawns a totem that heals the allies around it in a single AoE, and if you reactivate it, it becomes an anti-heal AoE for the enemies. You can only activate it once, so basically when you spawn the totem, the allies around it can get heals, but when you reactivate it in order to, for example, the enemies are charging and there is the needed to put anti-heal on them, then you can reactivate it, but you can't reactivate it again to like become another healing. When you reactivate it, when you activate the anti-heal, you can't go back. And the E is another totem, which is a buff damage dealt in AoE, and when you activate it, it decreases the damage taken from the enemy. Same as the other one. When you put it, it's a buff damage dealt, but when you reactivate it, it becomes a decreased damage for the enemy, but you can't reactivate it again. So here are some ideas I had from the totems compared to the other. Oh, wait one sec. Okay, here is, for example, a heart shape, and the sphere from the Guardian Beast.
You're cooking, I'm not gonna lie, you're cooking. I like this.
How in game you could see it quickly wherever you are the ally or the enemy of Nihilo, to see which type of totem is currently activate, and which totem between the heal and the buff totem is. So that's why you can see like different shapes. And here, for example, I didn't have the time, unfortunately, to do the VFX of the hunter,
but it will come normally during next week. And for example, for this AoE, on the side of the AoE, all around it, it becomes like plus shape.
No,
because
I
it's
fuck with this heavy.
And for the damage buff, it's basically arrows that go up and down depending of if it's decreased damage or buff damage dealt. And so you can see them too on the dash is what I thought about the most, because as you can see, the Halo doesn't do really that much of the damage. It's more of a positional base and setups. And so the dash is basically all the things that you need to think about when you're playing the character, because when you are dashing inside of a totem, inside the range of a totem, the next LMB become enhanced depending on the totem where you are. If you're in the heal totem, it becomes the next LMB that you are using, it will heal for both you and the closest ally with a small percent of HP. If it's an anti-heal totem, your next LMB will apply anti-heal to the next enemy, even if you are not, if you are outside of the totem AoE range. Basically, you will see it after, but like.
I like it. It's a little complicated, but I like it because it's complicated and there's a lot of like deep play to it, but it's kind of easy to understand because your totem is doing the same thing. So I kind of fuck with this.
It keeps the effects until the next LMB, so you can stack them. If you are using it in the buff totem, your next LMB is even more enhanced, and you gain a small bonus of movement speed. And if it's debuff, then your next LMB hard slow the enemy. I basically put it a hard slow because it's a support store that don't have any stuns or slow except the LMB. So that's why basically for this LMB in particular, I wanted to be really like hard for the enemy, because that's basically its only way to do controls except for the totems. All of them can be stacked to be used till the next LMB, and for the ultimate that you will see in a second, you can have the 4 LMBs that do the effect all at once if you control your positions perfectly. And for the ultimate, enhanced by the divinity, all totems do both buff and debuff, and can do repositioned once, plus enchanted LMB. So basically, when you use your ultimate, the totem use both the heal and anti-heal and both buff and debuff at the same time, and you gain your enchanted and your LMB is enchanted. So basically, you do more damage and you have a burn effect. Something that is really important, and that is the whole kit of your ultimate, cooldown to prepare a fight and wait for the enemy to either engage or you engaging, and one of them
like 2 modes.
I'm gonna be so honest. This one gets a boom! Yo, Peen Burrito. I'm an even bigger fan of you. Welcome back. I'm not gonna lie. I actually think this might be like number 2. Because this is something that is needed against Zeph. Because Zeph can counter you by just hitting an E on you if you hit like if everyone's healing on your totem. But if you put the totem on them and anti-heal something, now Zeph is countered by you. So both characters have meaningful play against each other, and this is a support that we need in this game. I back this character 100%. This character and Arba's character would make the game so much better. Like, it's not even close. These two characters would make the game 10x. Would make the game 10x. We do not need Gunner and Stalker. We need this character and the Earth Monk. Airplane coming in third. I really like that idea. That guy was really cool and funny, and I think we need more funny characters. But this... we need this. We need this. This is so good.
Isn't like too much complexity, very simple to understand.
Yes, it's like the perfect amount of complexity because everything makes sense together. And like it's easy to make sense, but to make it work, it's hard. This is really well done. No, I really fuck with this. I hope the devs do something with this. The problem is, they might not! Ah! Guys, I'm hungry. I skipped my protein bar today. It's happening. Fuck it. I'm just gonna eat it anyways.
First, good day, good night, or any game for everybody. I am Good Lupa, and let's kick things in with
Well, we actually saw a lot of really good presentations today.
test notes. More just to say that I use some images from many places. No AI because I don't like, and there are some lore stretches because I like lore. And stories and all. So yeah. Also, I'm bad with numbers, and this is my attention. There are high levels of
Your presentation on fishies? Sure, bro. Send it.
strange memes and voices from an insane mind in the content at hand. Proceed with caution. You four. I mean, it's my first time, so yeah. There's a scam there. Get this out. Magnum Opus Super 5 Carter Dream. Yes, this is my Magnum Opus. And y'all will see, because first, we'll have to talk about the multiverse. The lore. Lore is something I really care about. So I made a kind of a concept for the universe. The concept of a universe is large that can defy any rule or understanding that one can have about existence. If ants are tiny for human beings, what are them for whole galaxies? Nevertheless, they have all plenty of total things to fill their mind.
All right, guys. Slight detour. We're gonna watch this epic fish video number 1. I'm gonna get DMCA'd for this. Thanks for sharing. That was pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty epic.
That can survive, but they can lose all the reasoning for the pleasure of lust, creating concepts of good and evil.
Thank you for sharing, Bean.
For their own kind. They're all indeed very fascinating. But anyway, let's talk about Supervive. Supervive, her story time begins, is a complicated reality where many different living beings converge into a whole world, the verge of destruction, or at least it's what we can see for now because we don't have the law. A storm that wipes away the life of many with any piece of hope that one could have. But even so, they keep trying to survive at any costs, even if it means fighting against their own. What is this? How did they get here? Is this some comedy show of a mad god? Most of them don't know the answer for that, but they do have their own agenda, and they will sure make it count. Only one thing is absolute. They will do their best in coming alive at the end. What the heck is that? So, our character is Noxtero, the one that we'll be talking about today. This character is inclusive. About the Kevin homeschool Diana character, yeah, it quite matches them. I saw this and I was really in my mind thinking, well, that's funny, huh? But anyway, uh, this character is the same race as Eluna because I wanted to give it a race in the world, like lore, like again, you know. So Eluna is a Lunarian, like people of the moon, and Eluna, people have this Lunarian thing, you know. Noxtero is an ethereal being because they ascended. It's most what I want to show up here. So the appearance of Noxtero is like Sol ascended the skin from Smite, supernova skin, Eluna too, because it was like Eluna in all, but it ascended. And also Skyla. Skyla image there is just for more reference.
This one for you, Thor.
It would be because they're all like silly and funny, but they is like more serious now. So yeah, something like that.
What's up, bro?
And the lore. Let's talk about the lore. Track speed.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Select of the stars.
I know they put a lot of time into this, but I ain't reading all that. I ain't reading all that.
Here, but not in my mind. But it's like changing from the time of the day, cycling between sun powered and moonborn.
Big
It's
flex.
Like, I put in the example here. Hell ability, well, passive from Smite, because like she has a life form at the beginning, and then she can turn to dark form as she pleases. So it's more or less like that, you know. But with Noxtero, it's like the time of the day, you know. So when the game reaches end game, they can choose which form to stay for the rest of the game. Because like I realized that a bit maybe too late that the game have like day and night, right? But
So
then
guys, I know we're all obsessed with Marvel Rivals, but please never add shit like this to games. Please don't add this super vibe depth. Don't add shit that like when two characters are together, they're strong. It's just cancer. It's going to be the reason why Marvel Rivals inevitably dies.
it's end game.
Because it's like Magneto when you have something versus Magneto when you don't have that character on your team. If you're ever playing a one-on-one, you just fucking lose. Like, just don't add it. It's arbitrary, dumb, and boring.
An end game kind of messes me up.
It's a
but
cool idea.
I made a
It's a cool idea in lore, and it's like funny. And I think it would be good for like LTMs, but in any competitive scenario, oh my god. Like if I'm playing this character and then I'm playing into someone else that has an Aluna, I'm gonna be so just no.
little stretch for that. So in the end game, they can choose which form to stay for the whole game. And if Eluna is the on team, they both receive a permanent buff called the Power of Friendship, and this gun we found. The LMB is a Sun Missile and Moon Fragments. All abilities have like two parts of them. So Sun Powered and Moonborn. The Sun Missile shoots 3 missiles made of sunlight that deals damage of, and each inflicts the target with 1 stack of Kindle. When the target have 9 stacks, I am not good with numbers. Stack of Kindle, they all are consumed and afflicted with burn.
So you know what? I'm gonna let this pass
So
because this character is related to Aluna, so Moonburn bringing back makes sense.
So the Sun Missile is like the arcane missiles designated from Hearthstone.
Terraria.
Missiles, but imagine
Terraria mentioned.
sun powered and all. So yeah, and the Moon Fragments is more like a debuff kind of target. So it will be more around that. Inflicting Moonburn, which I really wish that the name could change. I put some ideas here to change to Moon Wane or Moon Ruin because Moonburn seems kind of weird for me. Only I don't know. It's just because Moonburn, you're burning from the moon. I don't know.
I don't know.
Different,
I don't know how I feel about that. He says.
Sun power to damage targets around and inflicts 1 stack of Kindle. And the sand draws power from the dark side of the moon to fire a beam that deals damage and slows the target.
I don't mind this idea. Wait. Dunmere in the Dunmere's in the presentation.
The scene from Fire Force. So see, the character here steps on the ground and emits a freaking owl of fire all around. It's somewhere like that, the card, but not. But the rook skin, like way that you can keep the being up, draining your mana and all. Oh,
I kind of feel bad though. I don't know if they're gonna listen to this
literally this that I'm
because Damir was spotted. GG.
Agni goes dashing, leaves the fire trail.
I do like an idea of like a solar night character that does different things based on the day or night cycle, but it could be kind of annoying to play against. Not quite as goated as some of the other ones we've seen, but not a bad idea either.
Like do the dot burns and then the night. Nice.
Oh, it's Goat.
Willow, the Beast Tamer. So her whole thing is that she uses the little guys.
Okay.
Firefox weapon as her main resource for all of her abilities.
Okay, I like that.
I'm not good at art, so don't judge the art. But I like the idea of having a character that uses the little guys. I think it would be funny.
I don't even think it would be funny. I think it would be dope.
Passive is called Sticky Mark. If an enemy has a Sticky Mark applied to an enemy, you or your teammate can knock back the enemy into a wall, and they'll be stunned, stuck, as I call it. Towards enemy takes more damage from Willow if the Sticky Mark is applied. She can LMB a tree to make one of her creatures stick to the top of it and give you vision of the area around the tree.
I like it.
Her LMB throughout her creatures one at a time at a target, and if an enemy gets hit 3 times in a short amount of time, enemy will get a sticky mark, and if you continuously hit the person with the mark, the time will reset on how long it's there. I didn't make any of the times because I have no clue how strong it would be. R&B, Willow, from Willow's body, you shoot out a wall made out of her beast that can be able to turn and control the movement of it by holding R&B. Letting go of R&B will stop the wall where it is. If anybody who gets knocked back into a wall will get stuck to it, even if they don't have the sticky mark.
That's kind of OP.
Willow and her teammates are able to bounce off the wall as if it was bungee gum. This wall blocks vision and attacks, and people are unable to walk through it, so it's a solid piece of environment. E, it's another great visual. Shoots a wave in front of her made out of her beast. Any enemy caught in this wave will get a sticky mark and get damaged. If the wave pushes them into a wall, they will get stuck to it and take damage based on how fast the wave is moving. The wave starts off fast and slows down the further away it gets from Willow. Shift. Willow launches herself forward off of a beast wall that she summons on her feet. On the launch, the wall will get sent in the opposite direction of Willow, and if any enemy is in the path of the wall, they get stuck to it. When Willow lands, a wave of her beast will shoot out around her, applying the sticky mark to enemies caught in it. Ultimate, she summons a beast that is made up of all of the creatures stuck together. If an enemy gets hit by the summoned creature, they get a sticky mark and get knocked back. If they get knocked back into a wall, they get stuck to it. Every hit from the monster does X amount of damage. Enemies are able to kill this monster if they do enough damage to it. And then some synergies that I think the character would work well with would be Rocket Jumper, having Kingpin, Void, Oath, Celeste, Myth, Brawl, and Firefox.
I like the concept. I'd want to lean more into different creatures doing different things and maybe not so many walls. When you give a character too many walls, it does get kind of cancer. I do like the idea of having a character with a wall, though. Overall, not a bad concept. I like the concept of throwing out different, like, dudes. And they all do different things. Overall, not bad.
And leave your button. This
W presentation from Goat.
apocalyptic world is chemist.
Who is this?
Can we see? Yes?
Yes, yes.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So this is Craze, a Supervive fan concept by me.
I like the idea already. I like the art style with like a candy.
Chemist.
Yeah, I like that.
Character ideas. I like to try to combine words together and just make a concise image in your head. Like when you think confectionery chemist, you're probably thinking candy and chemistry. There she is. Boom. Covered in candy.
Yeah, like go. I'm not saying it's a bad design at all. It's just like it needs a little bit more fleshed out. But overall, I like where you're going with this shit. Some other designs, I'm kind of like, don't add that to the game. But that one, it's not that bad. It's just too many walls.
For Craze came with the idea of careful and caring craftsman and a
I'm not expecting any of these characters to be game ready. I'm just like saying, oh yeah, I like this. I don't really like that one. That one, no, it's on the upper echelon.
Watch Dr. Stone like me.
I think they're gonna add a character like that in the future for sure.
That's how he wins over people. Love the anime. It's great. Go watch it. Not much in terms of the lore because we don't really know that much. But I imagine if it's like a neon apocalyptic world, candy might be in short supply. You know, and people love candy. It can be a very motivating treat.
I actually really fuck with this character design because it's different.
I didn't have a lot of time to work on the weapon, but I did really want to sell this idea of like the down the barrel shot, and then of course like the bubble gum dispenser on her back is another one of my favorite features of her. All right, the fun stuff. Left mouse button is gumball. Craze shoots gumballs from her hand cannon, applying a 5% slow per stack up to 5 stacks. After 5 stacks, enemies shed the gum and leave behind an AoE slowing circle. I should probably actually go for her passive first. I apologize. When she is standing in gum, she cannot be displaced. Do not ask me how this interacts with Celeste Wall. I don't know yet. Okay, we haven't gotten there yet. I don't know. All right, can she stand against the wall? I don't know, maybe. Okay. Left shift, sweet escape. Craze overloads her candy hand cannon and propels backwards, leaving behind the AoE slowing circle of gum. Her right mouse button, she gains move speed. While active, she reduces the cooldown of Gumball to 0.5 seconds. Temporarily allows for Gumball to hit allies, which is where like her more support component comes in, giving them a shield and a 5% speed boost per stack up to 5 stacks. Now, if you're wondering, do the stacks shed off of allies as well? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And then her ultimate, My Greatest Confection. She unleashes her most delicious and unstable gumball yet, slow rolling infinitely until it collides with indestructible terrain or an enemy and exploding, dealing moderate damage and covering the area in gum. An idea that I had for all, but I'm not quite sure, was I wondered like if it could grow in size and speed as it collides with.
I don't think the gameplay of this is like
and keep them from pushing into
it's
allies.
important.
Craze is an ideal controller and support addition to any squad. And just remember, stick together because sweets are better enjoyed with your friends.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really fuck with a lot of these ideas actually. I fuck with a lot of these actually. This one was pretty damn good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. This one, I actually like the idea of having like this character. I don't know if I like the actual kit, but the bubblegum being what slows people down, I kind of fuck with. It's just like, will they go in a funky kind of route like this? I don't know if they're gonna have that in the lore, but I fuck with it. This kind of goes hand in hand with the slime character. It's just like, how do you want to do the slow character that like puts stuff down on the ground? Do you want to be slime? I think it would make more sense if it were slime. What if it were bubblegum slime?
That's it.
Hear me out.
What a great presentation. That was excellent. I love it.
I think I got an actual idea, but I'm not sure if this is is it just that?
Venom, but this is up late.
It's only an hour. It's not an hour and a half.
I think that's the end. I think we've actually made it through every single one of the characters. So, I think where I'm gonna leave it at is holy fuck, that shit's loud. I think these are the best ones. And to be honest, this is more than what I thought we were gonna get. I think these 9 are actually really good. They're better than what I came up with, to be honest. These are all the ones I like. These 2 are probably my favorite that need to be added to the game immediately. I like this character concept. I like this character concept. I do like Zik's character concept. It could be a little cancer, so I'm going to let that one bake a little bit. But if these were all the characters they had made in their mind for like the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be honest, like, I'm not against that at all. I like all of these character concepts more than I like Stalker and Gunner. The Stalker and Gunner, they seem pretty uninspired in my opinion. They feel like characters that just are there because they have to be there in every game ever. They don't feel like games are characters that were like a dev sat there and was like, yeah, this is what I really want to see in the game. It just didn't feel like that. Like every game has the character with a big ass gun. Every game has a character that is like the stealth guy that gets behind you and stabs you. But not every game has a character that's fucking shooting out bubblegum. Or shooting like I don't know. That shit's new to me. I like that. But